Question number 41. A particle is thrown with a speed v0 at an angle theta with the vertical. When the particle makes an angle alpha with the vertical, its speed becomes v. Then the correct relation between v and v0 is. So this is conceptual question. If I make the path of projectile, initial velocity is v0 and angle is theta from the vertical according to the problem. And question says, when the particle makes an angle alpha with the vertical, once again, so if I consider this is v and I am not going to consider, according to problem this is v, and making angle alpha from the vertical. So if I resolve the component, the horizontal component will be v sine alpha, because in this time you are going to take angle from vertical, and that is v cos alpha. Similarly, if I resolve the component at the point of projection, so horizontal component is v naught sine theta, and that one v naught cos theta. And now I am going to use only one concept, that is, we know that horizontal components do not changes in the projectile motion. So this component will be equal to this. So if I take this, v naught sine theta will be equal to v sine alpha, and we need only v. So v is equal to v naught sine theta upon sine alpha, and this is the final relation. So by this of calculation we can say my option number 3rd will be the right choice. So let's move on question number 42. In the question number 42, if the magnitude of difference of two vectors A and B, because ये question थोड़ा सा tricky है, तो I'm going to read again and again. If the magnitude of difference of two vector A and B of equal magnitude is equal to magnitude of either of the given vectors, the angle between the vectors A and B will be, and we know r square A square plus B square minus 2ab cos theta. According to the problem, resultant A is A. If I consider R is equal to A is equal to B is equal to A, so we'll write A square plus A square minus 2A square cos theta. So this is 2A square, so we'll write A square minus 2A square minus 2A square cos theta. So you will get only A square from left hand side minus 2A square cos theta. A square will cancel, minus will cancel. I have 1 by 2, that is equal cos theta. So theta will be 60 degree. So this is how you can deal this question. So we can say my option number 2 will be the right choice. So let's move on question number 43. In the question number 43, in the war zone, an army tank A is approaching the enemy tank B as shown in figure. A shell is fired from tank A from this with muzzle velocity v0 at an angle 37 to the horizontal at the instant when tank B is 60 meter away. This is tank B, which is moving away with velocity 60 meter per second, is hit by shell, then v0 is. So we can solve this question. First I am going to take, this is the shell at an angle 37 degree. So first I will take the horizontal velocity of the shell. If I consider the horizontal velocity of the shell by Vs, let's say that is v0 cos 37 degree, and we know the velocity of tank A is 20 meter per second along right direction. Now, if I go for the velocity of cell, velocity of cell with respect to the ground, with respect to ground. So we will write V naught cos 37 degree plus 20, because 20 is the velocity of the tank. But we know velocity of the tank in the same direction is 60 meter per second. So now I would like to know the velocity of cell with respect to the tank B. So we will discuss in the next page, we'll see. So now I am going to take velocity of cell, velocity of cell with respect to tank B. So that is V naught cos 37 plus 20. Because tank B is moving in the same direction, so when you will use the relative velocity concept, we'll write minus 60. But कि सेल फायर होने के बाद टैंक बी को हिट करती है और उस टाइम पर जो टोटल सेपरेशन होता है वो है 60, तो मैं यहाँ पे यूज कर सकता हूँ हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज कॉन्सेप्ट. सो रेंज इज कैलकुलेटेड बाय VSV, velocity of the cell with respect to the tank B into the time of flight. So first I will write the value of SB, that is V naught cos 37 plus 20 minus 60 into, I need time of flight, and you know the formula 2u sin theta by g. So I will write 2v naught, the angle theta is sin 37 by g, and that will equal to 60, because 60 is the separation at that time. So now I am going to solve, because you know cos 37 is 4 upon 5 and the value of sin 37 is 3 upon 5. So when I will place, we'll get V naught into 4 upon 5 plus 20 minus 60 into 2V naught by 10 sin 37 3 upon 5 equal to 60. So when you will solve this expression, you will get a quadratic equation V naught square minus 50 V naught minus 625 equal to 0. When you will get this equation, you will use the Dharachar method, V plus minus V square minus 4AC upon 2A. By using this quadratic equation, you will get V naught 25 1 plus root 2 meter per second. So I would like to remind you, Dharachar formula is minus B plus minus V square minus 4AC upon 2A. So when you will use this formula, you will get this relation. So now I am going to take my options. According to my calculation, we can say my option number 1 will be the right choice. So let's move on question number 44. In the question number 44, a small platform start moving from rest. Suppose this is the platform. I would like to make a diagram along with the question reading. From rest, so at time t equals 0, the initial velocity of platform was 0 or is 0 in upward direction with uniform acceleration a equal 5 meter per second square. At time t equal 2 seconds, a stone is projected horizontally in frame of platform with speed 10 meter per second. But as I discussed in the previous one, when stone is released from this platform, then it will have the same velocity जो प्लेटफॉर्म की होगी। तो फर्स्ट आई एम गोइंग टू कैलकुलेट द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द प्लेटफॉर्म आफ्टर 2 seconds. Suppose this is the position of the platform at t equal 2 seconds. So first I would like to solve the height attained by the platform. So y naught is equal to, I will use ut plus half ay t square, and this is the initial vertical component of velocity. But according to the problem, platform start from rest, so uy will be 0 and acceleration is 5 meter per second square, time is 2 seconds, so we'll get 10 meter. So at time t equal 2 seconds, the height attained by the platform is only 10 meter. Now I am going to read the question. A stone is projected horizontally in the frame of platform with speed 10 meter per second. So in horizontally, the speed of stone means Vx is 10 meter per second. But initially stone के पास अपने frame of reference का velocity भी होगा in y direction. So we'll write in y direction. The velocity is 10 meter per second. Vy, but this Vy you can solve by using Vy uy plus ay into t. You know the initial velocity of the platform was 0, acceleration is 5 and time t is 2 seconds. So this is 10 meter per second. That's why I am writing here Vy 10 meter per second. So the final picture of the stone was like that, कुछ ऐसे होगा, and this is the V. If I consider angle of projection from the Vx is theta, so you are saying that the vertical component is 10, horizontal component of 10. If I go for this angle theta, so we can write 10 theta is Vy upon Vx. Vy is 10, Vx is 10, so we'll get 1, and you know the value of 1 in 10 theta, so we'll write theta will be 45 degree. If theta is 45 degree and you are looking to find the value of V, so you can write 10 square plus 10 square means 10 root 2 meter per second, and this V is here. So now I am going to read the question once again. The maximum height attained by the stone with respect to the ground. So I need the maximum height. So I need first this height. Suppose this is capital H, maximum height, and we have y naught from the ground is 10 meter before releasing the stone. We'll see in the next board the further calculation. So now I am going to find maximum height from the ground. So first I will write the formula of maximum height, V square sin square theta upon 2g, and the initial before 2 seconds जो उसने height attain किया था, that was y naught. Value of V is 10 root 2 as I said. So 10 का square करेंगे 100, root 2 means 2. Theta is 45, so we'll write 1 upon root 2 with the square. Divide by 2g means 2 into 10 plus y naught is 10 meter. So when you will solve, you will get 5 plus 10. The final maximum height is 15 meter. So this is how you can deal this question. So I am going to take my options. So by this calculation we can say my option number 2 will be the right choice. So let's move on question number 45. In the question number 45, there are two vectors P 4i plus 8j cap plus 6k cap, Q minus 2i minus 4j minus 3k. If P is equal to A into vector Q, then find the value of A. So we can use the multiplication simply. Vector P, A and vector Q. The value of P is 4i cap, 8j cap plus 6k cap A. If I take minus common from this vector, so we'll get 2i cap, 4j cap, 3k cap. If I take 2 common from left hand side, so we'll get 2i cap, 4j cap plus 3k cap minus a 2i cap, 4j cap plus 3k cap. So this will cancel out. So I have a is equal to minus 2 only. So my option number 2 will be the right choice. So final answer is option number 2. So thank you very much, and we will meet again in the next paper. Happy learning.